Here is the hazardous weather outlook for southeast New York, northeast New Jersey, and southern Connecticut, including New York City. Day 1, today and tonight. No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Days 2 through 7, Friday through Thursday. Recent models suggest that a strong tropical cyclone will develop and possibly make landfall on the mouth of the Hudson River and impact the New York City metro area Sunday afternoon. It is too early to track and determine the intensity of this storm, but current estimates believe that it may reach major hurricane status. All residents of the New York metro area should remain vigilant at this time, and tune into your local news station for updates from the National Hurricane Center as well as the National Weather Service in Upton, New York. Spotter activation statement: spotter activation is not expected at this time. Extremely powerful and life-altering Hurricane Brady, who exceeds the strength of Hurricane Wilma in 2005, is expected to make landfall on the mouth of the Hudson River and impact the New York City metro area Sunday morning into Sunday night. Rush protective measures to completion now. A hurricane warning has been issued until Sunday evening for southeast New York, including Long Island, northeast New Jersey, and southern Connecticut. An inland hurricane warning is in effect for all counties away from the coast. A flood watch is in effect for all of New Jersey, southeast New York and southern Connecticut. The NWS Storm Prediction Center has issued Tornado Watch number 912, which is in effect until 5 p.m. this evening. However, the watch may need to be expanded or reissued multiple times. Now here is some information on the track and intensity as of 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The center of Hurricane Brady was located near latitude 40.71 degrees north and 74 degrees west, or approximately 450 miles off the mouth of the Hudson River. Brady is an extremely powerful Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale, with maximum sustained winds of 215 miles per hour, equaling Hurricane Patricia of 2015 for the fastest winds measured in a hurricane in the Northern Hemisphere. Slight weakening is expected near landfall, but will still impact as a very strong Category 5 hurricane. Hurricane force winds extend out 200 miles from the center, with tropical storm force winds extending out 345 miles. Minimal central pressure last measured by Hurricane Hunter's aircraft is 875 millibars, or 26.15 inches. Brady is moving west at 20 miles per hour with a shift to the northwest overnight. Unprecedented storm surge of 30 to 45 feet is expected, with waves possibly reaching 65 feet. Widespread tornadoes are expected during this storm, with some possibly long-tracked and strong. Rainfall amounts are expected to range from 12 to 18 inches, with local amounts of 24 to 36 inches possible. Many rivers and lakes will overflow, causing massive flooding of roads. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation as this historic storm will leave New York City uninhabitable for months to even years. Protect yourself and your family by following mandatory evacuation routes from local authorities. Leave the warned area in a swift, orderly manner. If you neglect to evacuate, you will face certain death. Evacuate New York City now. I repeat, evacuate New York City now. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or your local news station for information and the latest updates on this storm of the decade. The next update on Brady will be issued at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. catastrophic danger warning for the New York City metropolitan area. Brady, an unprecedented hurricane of great proportions, will make landfall in the next 6 hours. The New York City metro area as well as most of New Jersey will be left uninhabitable for several years. A vast majority of well-constructed homes will be decimated, with no remains of the structures left standing. Larger buildings such as skyscrapers and apartment buildings will sway violently until the point when they have collapsed. All windows will be blown out. Airborne debris will be spread out for several miles. Large objects will be thrown around, including many household appliances, and also, many vehicles will be thrown around by the winds, and will be destroyed. High-profile vehicles will be overturned. People and animals who venture outside during hurricane-force winds will be killed instantly by flying debris. All power poles will be blown around, causing massive power outages that will last for an indefinite period of time. Many trees will be ripped from the ground, and any that remain standing will be stripped as well. Destructive storm surge flooding is expected, with coastal structures such as beach houses and piers being completely obliterated. Major beach erosion is likely due to extreme coastal flooding. The landscape will become unrecognizable with no remains of life surviving or will be on the brink of death. If you have not evacuated the area, do so now. Do not wait, or it will be too late, and you will face instant death. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio and your local news station for the latest updates and further information on this catastrophic situation. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Please stand by for a message from FEMA.
Good morning, New York City. I am Adam Griffin, a representative of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. I am here this morning to analyze the damage done by Brady. This was an enormous storm that hit the New York City metro area, and it made a significant mark on history. Overall, the city of New York has been apocalyptically obliterated. Nothing is left standing, just numerous piles of debris all around. New York City, as well as the state of New Jersey, has been declared a disaster zone by the mayors of both states. Long Island has been wiped off the map. Areas such as Bridgeport, Newark, Philadelphia, and Atlantic City are in much better shape than New York City, but still have major damage. Thankfully this storm has dissipated and can do no harm anywhere else. Another great thing was 98% of residents evacuated safely prior to the storm's brutal ravage. However, we ask that said residents who survived this hurricane not to return home, because there is literally no home to return to. We also ask that everyone listening to this message send out hearts and prayers to the people that perished during this catastrophe and their families as well. It will take several years to rebuild the city of New York, and if we get together as loyal American citizens, we can rebuild areas like New York City, Atlantic City, Bridgeport, Philadelphia, and Newark to their former glory. That's all for now. Thank you for listening to this message. Have a great day, and especially, God bless the United States of America.
That was a message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We now switch to regular programming. Your government thanks you for your cooperation during this emergency.